Good afternoon, and welcome to my channel here on YouTube. I am Keisha. My channel is Loving, Guiding Light, and I bring you messages from Creator, God, Universe, Ancestors, through the use of divination tools, as well as through messages in which I channel with animals. I have encounters frequently with animals, birds, insects, pretty much all things that crawl on this earth, creepy crawlies, whatever. And I usually get my 3 days off, and I use that time to get outside, connect with God, connect with nature. And my days off are Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So during my days off, I usually am out somewhere at the mountain, walking up the mountain, or walking at a park around lakes and whatnot. So I have all kind of encounters, and I mean personal encounters. Like literally, they sometimes just land right in front of me, like butterflies, birds, and dragonflies, all sorts of insects, spiders. So on my days off, I usually get out in nature and I channel messages in which I receive from the encounters in which I have during my time out in nature. And on my days off, we are in the month of October. I was off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So I think it's the 14th, 15th, and the 16th, or the 15th, 16th, and the 17th, if I'm not mistaken, of 2023. And I went and frequent the mountain, and also walked deep within the trails in the woods. I had several encounters. I had the grasshopper show up. It was several grasshoppers. I took some videos. Of course, I try to upload pictures or videos to my community page for you all to see. I came across the mischievous American grasshopper, and it was, I don't know, kind of it had a golden yellow hue, but of a tan color to it. Not a really nice color, not in my opinion. It was some, maybe it was a nice color, something like this in my shirt. And it was a huge grasshopper. So I took some video of it. I will post that up. And I just wanted to bring to you the messages in which I got in these encounters. I also had the encounter with the Jarro spider again. The Jarro spider has a lot of mythology attached to it. It's a spider out of Japan, I believe. Japan or China, one of those. Japan, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It is a black and yellow spider, and this spider is huge, to say the least. And that spider was hanging out in the midst of an opening of the trail. So the trail, which is opened area, I believe that, you know, those that work for parks and so forth, they make the trails in order for you to be able to walk those paths in the woods with no obstructions in the way. So the spider web was, you know, impaled in the sky of the trail, and the distance from the trees in which it was hanging from was like so far apart. It was pretty awing for me. You know, I'm always intrigued by, you know, the abilities that these little small, you know, and compared to humans, you know what I'm saying, this spider was huge to the eye of a feminine woman, you know, walking through the woods, but huge. And to say the least, I wouldn't want it to land on me for sure, but it was just compared to us in size. It is so amazing how they are able to, weave these webs that far in span across. And I also had a cardinal land right in front of me at the Arabian mountain. It was a male, and the reason I know that is because of the brightness of its feathers. The brighter the feathers in the color for the cardinal red, it generally indicates it is a male cardinal. So it was a male cardinal, and it landed right before me on the mountain. And I got some video of that as well. So I wanted to bring to you the messages I received from the grasshopper. The grasshopper has the uncanny ability to leap forward. It symbolizes good cheer, good luck, abundance, virtue, and nobility. And nobility. The message it brings is it is time to get off your hunches and make a move. Take a chance. Take a leap forward in whatever it is that you are working on. If it's a project, it's time to move forward with the project. It's no more procrastination, no more, just allowing this ideal or whatever to dance around within your head or whatever. It is time to take action. Pen to paper, get it written out, get it out of your head, get it written out, get it, on paper, and then really bring it all together in order to take action to bring it into fruition. Okay, it's time to take a leap forward. It says progress is usually not made step by step. Okay, no, sorry. Progress is not usually made step by step. You may feel as though you're sitting still, while you're doing this. Like me, for instance. I've been working on this channel now for several years, and I really am now trying to put more energy into it because over the course of the years that I've had the channel, I was still in the earliest stages of awakening, which is really a sensitive place to be for a person, because you struggle so much with bringing messages to people, especially when it comes to spirituality, because it's such a grand subject. Some people are so gung-ho on one religion, one belief, wherever. There is no really bringing enlightenment to some, because they have been indoctrinated into one belief or another. And so for me, I struggled a great deal to whether I would start the page, share things that I was experiencing because of my concern of family, friends, or whatever, and what they may think about the things in which I'm sharing. But at this place in my life, I am so far past caring about what others think about me that it really truly doesn't matter. So now I am putting more energy into coming forward with the information I am getting through my connection with God, Creator, Universe. We all have an intimate name in which we adhere to our Creator. You only how you address God. Okay, so now I'm spending more time, and bringing messages to you all, because I feel like that is what God wants me to do. The one thing about life, we have the things that transpire in our life, and those things I truly believe are lessons and circumstances in which God wants for us to share our story, to bring out the information we receive, whatnot, in order to help another. Okay, everyone has a story. Everyone has some contribution that they can make to the collective, because we are all connected. We are all God's children, and we all have things that we can do in order to help others that could possibly be facing similar situations, experiences, or whatever. And your story may be the story that will give that person the encouragement to keep forging forward. So, as I was saying, that, you know, progress is not usually going to be made step by step. So it's going to be progress, however it's coming. It may come in sporadically. It may come, not as quickly as one would desire, one would hope, and one would want, but it will come, because spirituality and growth and evolving, it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens overnight. So do not become discouraged on your path, okay? Do not become discouraged if you have an ideal. Do not become discouraged if it's something you're working on and you really don't know how you are going to bring these things into fruition. The first thing to do is take action and do something. Doing nothing is an action, and when you do nothing, then you are causing yourself to be stagnant, sitting still, and then that's when you will start to have other things transpire in your life that you're not prepared, or perhaps don't even want to deal with. So do not sit on your ideals or your projects or anything. Move forward, even if it's just putting it, like I said, on paper, the ideal, getting it out of your head and putting it on paper and bringing life to it. Then you can visualize it and see right before you, the things that you want to achieve, short-term, long-term goals, whatever it may be, pertaining to whatever the project is, the situation. It doesn't really even have to be a project. It could be whatever it is that you want to see change. You may be wanting to see change within yourself. And in order to be able to do that, then, the one thing about reflecting and meditating and all that and getting to know oneself is that you're sitting with yourself and you are able to go within and notice who you are, your behaviors, things that you do. And another great tool to use to do that is with a natal chart, which is a breakdown of the planets and, the sun, the moon, and all these things, where they were at when you were born, the aspects of where they were at out in outer space. So a natal chart is very, very pertinent information. It is one of the most awesome tools in order to help you to get to know thyself. God said he wants us to know ourselves, to know our actions, our behaviors, the things that trigger us, all these things. And the natal chart will give you that information. You would just need your date of birth, along with the time of your birth, as well as where you were born, location, and city. So once you have that information, you can go to so many, websites that offer free natal charts, and you will put that information in, and it will give you a natal chart, and it will give you a great description of all the planets, where they were at, the sun, the moon, and all that when you were born, and how they play a role in your life, in your behaviors, in your actions. And the thing about utilizing this natal chart is it helps you to become the master of yourself, right? Because once you gain knowledge of who you are, the things that trigger you, the things that the behaviors that you have and that you might emit out into the universe, you are now able to look at those things and say, if you're honest with yourself, like I'm one of them, I'm honest with myself, I'm doing all that I can to become my most authentic self. So, and I sit with myself often, and so it's like it will really make you look at yourself and see the things in which have played or sabotaged you on your life path. Okay, I strongly encourage you to please get you a natal chart if you don't have one. But know that whatever comes in, your changes or, you know, progress is going to be over a length of time. It's not going to be overnight. So don't be discouraged. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Stay the course. This awakening journey is not an easy path. However, you are awakened for a reason. And I just want you to be encouraged and know that you're not alone. If you ever want to reach out or you feel compelled to do so, my email should be accessible on my community page. It says, when the grasshopper shows up, though, it says, there is about to be a new leap forward, one that will carry you past others around you. So you may be sitting around thinking everybody else is doing well. If you're one of those type of people, you're always, paying attention and reflecting or whatever, and you're noticing friends, family, whoever, co-workers, it don't matter, are seeming to be doing, amazingly well and, whatnot. The one thing you don't want to do is become envious or anything like that, And everything that you see with your eyes is not necessarily always the case. We have, as humans, the ability to think that one person may be doing better based off of, what they drive, what they're wearing, all these things, the material things that they may have ownership of. However, we don't know exactly how it is that they got those items. We don't know exactly how it is that they're maintaining them. We don't know the amount of stress that it may be taking or, putting upon them to maintain those things. So everything is not always what it seems. And you have to take control of that within your own mind, your own thoughts. Not to focus upon others, but to focus upon you. So, shift the energy of things in which you may be thinking on others and start focusing on you and the things in which you want to bring into your life. Okay, do not focus your energy on others, because now you're misusing your energy. You need to use this energy to invest within yourself, so. And like I said, looks can be deceiving. People can look like they are, living a life, and they have, acquired a lot of wonderful things or whatever. But materialistic things are not always, in my opinion, the truth of being, what I would say, abundant. Just a second. I'm picking up where I left off at. We were talking in regards to the spider, the intricacy of the web, in which was before me on my path in the woods. I frequent a lot of forests, woods, whatever you want to call them, during my time off. That's how I connect with God, Creator, Universe, ancestors, whatnot. And I've had 4 encounters now with the jarro spider. The jarro spider, like I said, is a spider that is known to be from Japan. There is a lot of myth that comes along with the jarro spider, something I can cover later down the road. Perhaps if someone out there is interested in knowing more about the jarro spider. But that is what was before me on my path while I was in the forest walking, doing my connecting with the universe and just, doing my quiet time and doing my going inwards. This is how I do. I want to just be by myself. I just go out in nature. So the spider is a very, very delicate being, okay? lots of people are frightened by spiders. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe because they look so intimidating. And, you know, yes, some bites can be poisonous, but I'm not sure that there's been a spider, maybe, that the bite is poisonous enough to kill you. Not even the tarantula is, that poison is that powerful to kill a human being. So at least that's what I've read. So just depends. I don't know. You know, we cannot say for sure if that is the case for every spider, but you know, they are a little bit more intimidating in their appearance than they are. They're very fragile. Actually, if you was to pick up a tarantula and hold it and was to drop it, it has been said that they would actually fall and break in half because that's how delicate they are. So the message I received in regards to what I was getting from the spider is that, you know, it's creativity for one. You know, perhaps there's something that you are, you know, working on, a project, something, you know, dancing around in your head, something you want to really manifest into your life, your goals, your dreams, whatever. And right now we are in the energy that, you know, creativity can play a huge role into what it is that you manifest. So if you are having thoughts of doing things or whatever, I'm encouraging you to be creative in your thoughts and how you're going to bring out what it is that you want to bring out. You know, the delivery, you know, everything that works for someone else may not necessarily work for you, okay? And vice versa, everything that works for you is not always going to work for others, okay? We are all different beings, and God uses us all in so many different ways in order to make a contribution to the collective in a whole. You know, I use many divination tools such as tarot cards, oracle cards, runes, charms, and others. I mean, it's so many, I can't think of them all. However, I receive a lot of messages through animals and numbers and synchronicities and all that. And so, you know, I've been working on this channel now for a while, and I've been trying to, you know, be more consistent and come to you all with messages that I'm getting, and I'm just trying to come up with a creative way in order to bring it forward. You know, should I do cards, utilize the cards, the tarot cards, the oracle cards, or should I just be coming to you with what I'm getting from out in nature? Because I get a combination of messages in so many ways, because I utilize the tools such as tarot and oracle cards for my own use. So I get messages for myself to help me to evolve. And so I'm not sure. I go back and forth on that. And now I'm feeling more so led that maybe God is showing me that through my time in nature and the messages I'm receiving from the encounters with insects and animals and birds. Maybe this is the route that I need to utilize in order to bring forth the messages. I feel like I am definitely on the correct path, and I'm just trying to figure out the delivery of my channel messages. So maybe that's something you're sorting through as well. So the spider is encouraging you to be, you know, creative in however you feel you want to bring forth any kind of contribution to the collective. You know, you may not want to do social media. You may just want to, you know, bring wisdom and knowledge to family and friends that cross your path. And, you know, only you know. And of course, you will be comfortable in how you are bringing that. And so the spiders just speaks of fate as well, because in weaving their webs, if you ever really paid attention to them, I encourage you to stop and really look at the webs when you see a spider web. They are very intricate, delicate, beautiful creations, okay? And what that says is that the spider is the center of its own world, just as you are the center of your world. Not only are you the center of your world, you are the writer and the creator of what it is that you want in your life. And you manifest those things into your life, you know. So, and you do that through your thoughts, what's in your mind, through your vision, and how you implement them. So, also, it speaks of, yeah, so it's you're weaving it by your thoughts, feelings, and actions. So you are weaving your web, your life, by your thoughts, your feelings, and actions, because you are the creator of your world. So however you view this world, if you are one that are constantly struggling with a negative outlook on things, you have to be able to step back and say, okay, this ain't working, you know. And if you're honest with yourself, and I'm sure if you're on this channel, you're following me, you have come to a place where you're really starting to go inwards and you're really being honest and truthful with yourself, recognizing some of your behaviors and so forth. So you are in control of yourself, you know. And the thing about going within is that you are learning to become the master of your being, the master of your thoughts, the master of your emotions, the master of your feelings. You don't allow any and everything to take you outside of your character. You don't allow for things to trigger you, to bring forth a certain behavior or negative reaction. You sit with things now. You're more mature, and you sit with things. You think about things. You're mindful of things before you address them and you react to them. So I'm just saying that you are the creator of your world, and you have the ability to create it the way you want it. You know, we are coming into new energy. We just had this eclipse. There are great things ahead of us, you know, and it's all in the perspective and how you see things, and you can shift your thoughts. If you are one who's constantly going back and forth with negative stuff, then you feed yourself positive affirmations. You can do that by utilizing the tools that is on YouTube. You can do frequencies, listen to certain frequencies. You can get outside in nature, connect. You do everything you need to do to bring you to the place that you want to be in a positive mindset in order to manifest positivity into your life, the things you do want. You do not focus upon negative things. You do not focus upon past things. You don't do any of those things. You focus on the things in which you want to bring into your life, the good. And you will manifest that. If you are focusing upon the opposite, you will manifest that as well. And that's just the way it is, you know. That's why they call us many gods, because we are the creator of our own world, okay? Just like God, you know, created us, and he made us in his likeness. He created this world, you know. He created everything in it. And we as well have the ability to create the things in which we want in our world. It's all in what you focus upon, good or bad. You have that kind of power in you to bring it forward. So please be consciously aware of your thoughts. And if you are having negative thoughts, quickly shift your thoughts away from anything negative and find something positive to focus upon. Okay, and the last thing that crossed my path was a cardinal. It crossed my path at the mountain. It landed right before me. It was a male cardinal. It was bright red in color, and it stood out to me knowing that it was a male because of the color. The feathers were so bright. And the brighter the cardinal means it is a male cardinal, okay? So the cardinal is just talking about who you are, how you need to know and recognize your own self, recognize what you bring to the world, what you bring to the table in a relationship, friendships, whatever it is, work, relationships, everything. You are very valuable. You have to really um, recognize who you are, and that you don't take lightly for your presence in the lives of others. You are valued, whether it's told to you or not. You make a significant impact on the peoples in whose lives you cross, okay? And you have to you have to sometimes be your own cheerleader. You know, you have to pat yourself on the back. Everyone is not going to do that, okay? And sometimes you have to really be your best cheerleader, okay? Also, the cardinal may also be saying to you, which I know is saying to me, that I need to be conscious, more conscious of what I'm eating too, because there is perhaps something that is not um, healthy for me, and I'm having some type of energy interference because of it. Okay, so if you're feeling off, if you're not feeling as energetic, or as your vitality is very low, then you may need to really address what it is that you're having in your diet. I already know what my problem is. Coffee. Okay? I know what my problem is. And I am truly, truly trying to make adjustments and to find a replacement. Something that is much more healthier to me and for me. And I've been, thinking about doing this mushroom coffee in hopes of being able to, replace the coffee. I really love the taste of coffee. It really doesn't do a whole lot for me, other than I just like the way it tastes. So I am definitely working on getting away from the coffee and trying to find something to replace it with. But maybe there is something as well that you're going through, and your body is trying to tell you, you need to abstain from this. It's not healthy for you. It's going against your energy. It's taking away your vitality, or whatever. Work towards that. Okay, that's another thing that the cardinal may be bringing. All in all, we are on the right path. We are all trying to figure out this awakening journey. There are gifts in which God has given us all in order to be able to see things that are to come, in the future, to be able to utilize these gifts to bring it to the collective. And he uses so many ways to communicate with us. I encourage you to always be vigilant. Also, always be mindful and consciously aware of everything going on around you, paying attention to everything, because he uses so many different things to speak with you in so many ways, okay? Stay the path, stay the course, trust the process, stop procrastinating, stop worrying about if and what you bring forward to this world that you're getting from God or your ancestors or anyone else, how others are going to look at you. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is how you see yourself. And you are a marvelous, wonderfully made, beautiful being. God made no mistakes when he brought you into this world. There's no coincidence that he communicates with you through different means, because he has that ability to do so. He can talk to whoever he want to, when he want to, how he want to, with whatever means and through whatever channels he want to. Okay? I don't care what anyone else will say. Okay? And as long as you know what you're getting is coming from God, and you're not, losing it, who cares what people believe? Okay? Only you have that ability to make yourself feel some kind of way. Other people don't have that power over you. So don't worry about that. Get to it. Get on top of what it is you want to manifest, and get to work. You are so needed here as a contributor to the consciousness of us all, okay? I thank you all for visiting, and if you feel so led to do so, please like the video. If you feel led to do so, share the video. And until next time, smooches. Toodles. Hi. Hi.